So, one thing that's really difficult, whether you're a priest or parent or whoever you are, I think, is leadership. Because basically, leading somebody, it can be a very challenging thing. Because there's all sorts of conflicting opinions and desires and things going on in people's minds and hearts. So, for instance, you who are parents, maybe one of those instances where it's pretty easy to be a leader is when you have a kid go up to you and say, "Mom, I think for dinner today I should have a 5-pound bar of chocolate." And it's probably pretty easy to say no to that because you know that that's not a good idea. But maybe think about in your family life, or just people you know. Sometimes you have to make really difficult decisions. Like when you're trying to discern whether to stay in a place or maybe move somewhere else for a better job opportunity. Should you stay where you are and kind of see stability as one of those goals you're looking towards? Or are you looking forward to the future of your family and trying to give them the best outlook on life or the best circumstances? Leadership's a very challenging thing. All the conflicting opinions, conflicting desires. Think about if you have a group of friends who want to go to lunch right after this Mass. How difficult is it even to decide where to go? So anybody who aspires to leadership aspires to something that's pretty challenging. And the difficulty is that Jesus is talking about in this gospel. By the way, next weekend we'll be celebrating the greatest of leaders as we celebrate Christ the King. And so as we kind of wind up the liturgical year, he's talking about all these intense realities. There's going to be wars and insurrections. People are going to persecute you because of my name. All of these terribly difficult things. And he's basically saying, persevere. By your perseverance, you'll secure your lives, he says. He's trying to give them a focus and a goal as they're going to be leading the Christian community. And it's basically to be focused on the one true God. Even to the point of, if that means rejecting your own life. As important and beautiful of a thing as that is, this is the most important reality. And so those who lead in the church will ideally be having that in their mindset, and I'm hoping I'm trying to do that as a leader here. That the decisions made are done out of love for you, out of trying to lead you closer to Christ. And the same thing happens with, for instance, that this next weekend we're going to have this Ram Awakening retreat. The leadership in charge of this retreat are ideally making choices that are trying to lead other people to Christ. That's our only goal. It's not to hurt feelings. It's not to, put on fame or whatever other goals we might have. But this is the mission, that everybody gets closer to Christ. Because like Jesus says, all you see here, the days will come where there will be nothing left. There won't be a stone upon another stone. Someday maybe this building will be knocked down and something bigger will be built. I hope that'd be amazing. But all of these things are only good if they're in context with the one true goal. If these things are actually helping us get closer to Christ. And so, as a leader, that's what I'm going to continue to try to do here. As all of you lead in your different ways in different groups or family life or whatever, I hope that that is the main goal. And if I'm not doing that job well, I'd rather not hear about it, but I probably should. And I'll try to do it graciously. Because this really is the one important thing that we can be worried about, getting closer to Christ.